Once your crawl is completed, go to the overview report and we'll dig into your audit. On this page, you'll see your website's health score, as well as a top-level view of some key categories like content types of internal URLs and HTTP status codes of internal URLs. Each section in these graphs are clickable. So if we click on the yellow area, Data Explorer will open, showing you all of the pages that returned a 300 series response code. If we go back to the overview page and scroll down to the bottom, you'll see a table that outlines the actual issues. And by issues, I'm referring to over 100 common technical SEO mistakes that Site Audit can detect and report based on the data we get when crawling. Each issue is color-coded with a yellow, red, or blue icon. The red icons represent errors, which should be at the top of your list of priorities. The yellow icons are warnings that do not necessarily require fixing, but may still be worth your attention. And the blue ones are notices, which are worth looking into, but will likely fall into the bottom of your to-do list. You can click on the info icon to get a better understanding of the issue details and how to fix them. And you can also use this filter here to narrow in on specific types of issues. The issues in this table are also clickable, which again will show you the affected URLs in Data Explorer. Data Explorer is the place where you can get detailed information on any URL or set of URLs based on logical queries. Scrolling down to the table, you can see the affected URLs and a bunch of metrics related to the issue. So in this case, for 300 series warnings, you can see the depth, redirect URL, and number of in-links, which are all clickable. By clicking on any of these links, a detailed view of the URL will open. So for Hotjar's blog URL, you can see that the redirect URL doesn't have a trailing slash, and they have 184 links that are pointing to the incorrect URL. Clicking on in-links in the sidebar, you can see that they all have the same anchor, so it's likely a site-wide header or footer link, which will be a quick and easy fix. We'll have a full video on using Data Explorer, so let's move on to the crawl log. On the crawl log report, you can see when the crawl started and ended, the duration, and the total number of URLs crawled. Below, you can see a summary of the URL types. The known category represents the total number of URLs discovered during the crawl, and the crawled category are the number of pages that we actually crawled. The section that I want to expand on is discarded. These are pages that we didn't crawl for a specific reason. You can see that 124 internal pages were out of scope, and this is due to your project settings. For example, if you set your scope to domain.com/blog, then URLs that are not within the /blog subfolder will be out of scope. Blockbyrobots.txt are URLs that are disallowed for crawling from the website's end. Looking at Hotjar's robots.txt file, you can see the pages and directories they've blocked for all user agents. The final sections on this page are some nice visual representations of the last URLs crawled and the order in which they were crawled. Now onto some of our preset reports. Each report has sections with a breakdown of related issues. The internal pages report shows you valuable information related to your internal pages such as HTTP status codes, indexation, crawl depth, and more. Again, all of the graphs are clickable, which will show the affected URLs in Data Explorer. In the performance report, you'll find very detailed information related to page speed, such as time to first byte, load time, file sizes, and content encoding. The HTML tags report is exactly as it sounds. You'll find issues related to title tags, meta descriptions, and H1 tags. Next are social tags. This report will show you any issues related to open graph tags, which are used for Facebook sharing, and you'll see sections on Twitter cards too. The content quality report is a great one to identify duplicate content issues with both matching and unmatching canonical URLs. The graphs at the bottom also give you an instant visualization into pages with thin content. Now, Hotjar doesn't have a lot of duplicate content issues. Here's what a report with more issues might look like. The localization report is great for multilingual SEO. If you've translated content using the href lang tag, you'll find all issues as well as a breakdown of the languages used and the number of pages found in that translation. The incoming links report provides detailed data on internal links pointing at your pages. And the outgoing links report focuses on the properties of your outgoing links. Next is the resources report. This page gives you a top-level view of the different types of resources that we crawled. The sub-reports under resources will give you detailed information grouped by category, such as images, JavaScript, and CSS. The final report is external pages. This report provides information on external pages linked to from your website. The data in this report will be empty unless you set the check HTTP status of external links option on in the crawl settings. If you're unsure whether it's set, you can check by clicking the gear icon and looking under the settings category. Starting from your second crawl, you'll be able to monitor the progress of each issue in the issues table. You'll be able to see the difference in the number of URLs having issues from the current and previous crawl, the number of URLs that are affected by a given issue but weren't before, newly discovered URLs in the current crawl having the issue, URLs that no longer have the issue, and URLs that previously had the issue but we didn't find in the most recent crawl. The final thing I want to show you is the global filter settings. The audit that we're looking at right now is for the entire hotjar.com domain and all of its subdomains. Rather than running multiple audits on different sections of your website, you can customize the data view by clicking here and setting a global filter. For example, if we wanted to narrow down the data to just the blog, we can set the filter to show URLs that contain /blog and then apply the filter. Right away, you'll see that the data changes to reflect the global filter. If you have any questions, you can contact support by clicking the icon up here and jump on a live chat or browse through our help articles.